Welcome back to the Jet Setter. I'm Tyson Rauch. Before we get started this week, I just want to give a huge thank you to the L7 tailgate. This past weekend, we were there for the Jets-Bengals preseason game. Had a great time, great people, and if you want to see a good tailgate at the stadium, definitely check them out. You can go to l7tailgate.com. We're now heading into week 3 of the preseason, so let's see what we've learned over the last 2 weeks against the Bengals and Texans. Absolutely nothing. You know why? It's the preseason. You're not going to learn a lot except to see maybe some young players get better, some older players get maybe worse or better, and that's probably about it. And honestly, I mean, Sanchez looks good. He looks comfortable in the offense. He has more of a leadership role. That's a good thing. Plaxico Burress could be a huge, huge asset to the team, especially in the red zone where he's a huge target. You can give him a fade pass to the corner end zone. He's probably a mismatch for most cornerbacks, which is something the Jets have not had in a while. They had that in Vernon Edwards, but they probably didn't use him the way they can use Plaxico Burress. On defense, having Jim Leonard back is a tremendous positive because he's the leader of the defense. He's the brains of the defense. He's the quarterback of the defense. He knows the system inside and out, and he can put everybody where they need to be. Other than that, the performance of the rookie linemen has been great, or the second-year linemen. They had power, they had strength, they had quickness, which was much needed. They should be able to apply pressure on the quarterback and get penetration and stop the run. So hopefully that continues to happen as we go forward. Special teams, kind of up in the air right now. The kicking game, I predict, will probably go back to Nick Folk, just because the Jets are comfortable with him. He's got a big leg. Nick Novak has impressed early, but for some reason I have a funny feeling that Nick Folk's going to grab the job. The punter, it's between T.J. Conley and Chris Bryan. T.J. Conley is much improved. I think this position is kind of being underappreciated is the word, because right now the punting game is going to change a lot with the new kickoff rules. Punters are going to be asked to do a lot more, especially get the ball a lot further than they used to have to, because they're going to be pinned back on their own end. So the punting game could have a higher importance than it used to, and I don't think the Jets are prepared for that. I hope I'm wrong. I mean, T.J. Conley supposedly is doing a lot better, but at some point I almost wish the Jets had a veteran punter with a bigger leg. Steve Weatherford was decent last year, but just keep an eye on this. I hope, like I said, I hope I'm wrong. In the return game, Jeremy Curley has struggled a little bit, but the Jets have a lot of veterans that can fill in if the rookie does struggle. Cromartie, Jim Leonard, there's maybe even Joe McKnight. There's guys out there that can take his spot, so I'm not too worried about that. And if the rookie does excel, more power to him. Other than that, I mean, it's the preseason. We're going into week 3 now against the Giants. People keep asking, what are the keys to the game? I mean, first of all, beat the Giants. I mean, we all hate the Giants. Let's not even sugarcoat that. They're hometown rival and everything else, Big Blue, blah blah blah. I don't care if it's preseason. You still want to see the Jets beat them. In terms of keys to the game, play physical, play smart, not a zillion penalties due to lack of discipline, and most importantly, come out of the game, injury-free. I mean, that's probably the most important thing. You don't want to see any of your starters get hurt. I mean, it's going to be great to see the 3 receivers play together, Mason, Plaxico, and Santonio, and see how Sanchez can distribute the ball to them. But in all honesty, I mean, who really cares? You want to see them play well, play smart, but at the end of the day, get off the field in the 3rd quarter without any major injuries. Other than that, the last preseason game against the Eagles is a complete waste of time. Nobody even plays. The starters usually don't even dress. So if you're looking for anything out of that, it's to see who's going to get cut between the 3rd and the 4th stringers. There's really nothing to really watch the game for, to be honest with you. So hopefully keep your fingers crossed about injuries this weekend. See a competitive game, and that's probably about it. Other than that, other Jets news, Vernon Gholston, the fan favorite, decided to spout off against Rex Ryan this week, saying that he didn't get a fair shot at the Jets. In my eyes, enough of Vernon Gholston. Too much time, energy, money from the Jets have been wasted on this player. Let's move on. He's done nothing here. He's doing nothing in Chicago. Who honestly cares what he says? Be gone. Be done. Next story. Rich Cimini decided to write an article about how there could be a potential ego problem with the Jets due to a lot of high-profile athletes that are on the team, from Tomlinson to Derek Mason to Plaxico to Santonio. The Jets start losing, or any kind of dissension that could possibly happen. I'm not buying it. I mean, right now I think some reporters are looking for a story, which is, it's what they do. But I'm tired of hearing all these negative stories. You're always trying to find a negative spin with certain things. It's just getting old. The Jets have a lot of talented players, but they've all bought into the system. They all believe in Rex. I have a hard time believing that they lose a couple games in a row, that they're going to start figure pointing to the point where egos are going to be like, I need to catch 90 balls and I want to catch 100 balls. I don't see that happening. So while it's a story to read, I just don't buy it. Hey, call it me, but I just think it's negative. It's a negative approach that's way too early for that kind of stuff. Next, I just want to discuss the PSLs and Jets ticket sales. It's no secret the Jets can't sell tickets. There's upper level seats available. There's a private sale going on, I believe, starting next week. The fact of the matter is the Jets have outpriced their fans. You can say I'm lying to you, but the fact of the matter is you can get a seat. I mean, you can get seats face value to most games going forward, except for the home opener. The bottom line is the PSLs were a complete ripoff, and it's proven by the fact that the Jets' preseason game against the Eagles, the 4th preseason game, you're going to pay a very large amount of money to go to that game, and you're going to see absolutely nothing on the field. So the stadium is going to probably be at least 3/4 empty, which means all that money was wasted by the fans just so they can have season tickets or a privileged season ticket like a PSL. The PSL is one of the biggest ripoffs in football, and I think it's just a travesty, and I think Roger Goodell and the league office should really take a bigger look at it. If they want to save fans, you know what? Give some money back to the fans, because this is absolutely ridiculous. You're paying for something you can't even see. I mean, to watch a 3rd-string player play against a 4th-string player for $200 a seat is ridiculous. So, I wish that fans could do something, but they can't. But the PSLs and tickets right now are a complete ripoff. And lastly, I just want to repeat that check out the L7 Tailgate, L7tailgate.com. They have a great spread at the stadium. I had a great time, and going forward should be a tremendous time all year long. They're there for every home game, and they're actually trying to coordinate a couple road trips, which would be pretty cool. So check them out. And other than that, I just want to thank Joe Bastone, too, who helps me produce this and does a lot of work on the website and everything else. So check me out on Twitter, trauch21. Check me out on Facebook, Tyson Rauch. And that's it. Let's go Jets. Take care.